Ladies and gentlemen, the 45th President of the United States. Donald Trump is constantly in the news making headlines for himself. From almost starting World War III with Iran, to almost getting America nuked by North Korea, to him saying hilariously outrageous things, Donald Trump is constantly being talked about. Now, Donald Trump has a lot of activities he likes to do on his spare time. He is an avid WWE fan, he loves to golf, and he loves to tweet his heart out on Twitter. Hey everyone, what's up and welcome back to Life's Biggest Questions. The voice you are currently listening to belongs to me, Lindsay Ivan, your voice of reason for today's video, which is, should we ban Donald Trump on Twitter? But before I begin, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to Life's Biggest Questions. With that being said, let's dive on into the video. So, Donald Trump. Man, where do I begin? Being a member of Twitter since March 2009, Mr. Donald Trump, known on Twitter as @RealDonaldTrump, has 81.2 million followers. Some of these followers may be devoted fans, whereas others may be following him to stay up to date on the drama, or just to get a good laugh. In 2018, the president sent more than 3,400 tweets. In fact, it's said that he sent approximately 10 tweets a day. At this point, it's probably an addiction. Even most millennials don't even tweet that much. Well, this is why he was given the nickname President Tweety, among other names. Recently, Trump has gotten into controversy with Twitter and one of Twitter's employees that has led many to wonder, will Twitter ever ban Trump? On May 28th, Trump tweeted about mail-in ballots, saying, and I quote, "There is no way, zero, that mail-in ballots will be anything less than substantially fraudulent. Mailboxes will be robbed, ballots will be forged, and even illegally printed out and fraudulently signed." This tweet was then fact-checked by Twitter and was warning users that it contained misleading information, since without evidence, Trump stated that this process welcomes fraud. They then called the president's claims unsubstantiated and provided users with a link that shows facts about mail-in voting. This is one main issue with having Trump on Twitter. He has such a big following on that platform, but he tweets things that are very misleading and gives individuals the wrong impression. In fact, Trump was so pissy about being fact-checked that he wanted to find some way to overturn a federal law from 1996 that basically, and I quote, protects internet companies from facing legal liability for content on their platforms. He was so concerned that Twitter was interfering in the 2020 election by attempting to censor him. This 73-year-old man is seriously going after a social media platform. Meanwhile, there are other important and pressing issues that he needs to deal with in his country. But this isn't all. There are multiple other times where Trump has tweeted false information. On May 18th, Trump tweeted, and I quote, "Wow, the front page at Washington Post headline reads, 'A boost in tests, but lack of takers. We have done a great job on ventilators, testing, and everything else. We're left little by Obama. Over 11 million tests and going up fast, more than all countries in the world combined.'" There are multiple false claims in this single tweet. First off, according to data collected by Worldometer, the US has done roughly 11.9 million tests. But Russia has done 7.1 million, Germany has done 3.1 million, and Spain has done roughly 3 million. All those combined are more tests than the US have done. So no, Trump. You didn't do more tests than all the countries in the world combined. It is incredibly problematic to US citizens for him to make claims like this. In fact, the US ranks pretty poorly when it comes to the tests conducted per 1 million people. The US ranks 39th. That's nowhere near the top of the list that Trump claims. But that's not all. On February 24th, the president tweeted, and I quote, "The coronavirus is very much under control in the USA. We are in contact with everyone in all relevant countries. CDC and World Health have been working hard and very smart. Stock market starting to look very good to me." Well, this is not true. The virus is not in control in the US. In fact, it said that the reason why the outbreak is so bad in the US is because they fell short on testing in February and March. This allowed the virus to spread across the country fast and undetected. Then on March 21st, he made another tweet about the pandemic that was false. He said, and I quote, "Automobile companies that have volunteered to manufacture medical equipment such as ventilators are making them right now." Well, this is not true. Ford and General Motors did stop their factory production. but they are months away from starting production on ventilators. So no, they weren't making them right now, as he claims. He made it seem like the ventilators were going to be produced instantly. Trump is not a reliable source to get information from, yet people trust every word he says. Well, some people. On top of this all, Trump has harassed people through his tweets, and he is constantly spreading hate and violence on this platform. He has tweeted out saying Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is weak and that Kim Jong-un is short and fat. There is absolutely no need for him to spread this hate. And Twitter is making it super easy for him to. But it's not only leaders he has attacked. He also sent a tweet to Katy Perry saying, @Katy Perry, Katy, what the hell were you thinking when you married loser Russell Brand? There is a guy who has got nothing going on. A waste. Sure, this is an old tweet, but come on, this is so unnecessary. In 2014, Trump posted around 100 tweets criticizing the Obama administration. He tweeted saying, "I know for sure that our leaders are incompetent." And he called Obama stupid for the way he handled the Ebola outbreak at the time. He even tweeted saying that those who got the disease abroad should suffer the consequences and not be allowed back home. Well, this is all very hypocritical of him. Trump said that Americans with mild COVID cases should still go to work while they recover. And that's the worst thing they can do. He needs to be stopped. On May 26, U.S. Senator Kamala Harris argued that Trump has been violating Twitter's platform user agreement, since he has been using the platform to harass individuals and make threats about civil war. Harris said, and I quote, "Blatant threats that put people at risk and our democracy in danger. No user, regardless of their job, wealth, or stature, should be exempt from abiding by Twitter's user agreement. Not even the President of the United States." Furthermore, recently, Trump tweeted about the situation in Minneapolis. He tweeted saying, "When the looting starts, the shooting starts." A few hours after that tweet, Twitter added a disclaimer on it saying it violated the platform's rules for glorifying violence. As a result, people can't like, reply, or retweet it. His response to this situation has disgusted thousands of individuals. In fact, the tweet should have been removed completely. Again, this just highlights Trump's improper use of Twitter. But it gets worse. Back in 2018, Trump almost started a nuclear war with North Korea by a single tweet. So of course, we all know that Trump and Kim Jong-un had an ongoing feud on Twitter. Trump would always talk about how he is armed and ready for Kim. He would threaten Kim by tweeting things like, "Will someone from his depleted and food-starved regime please inform him that I too have a nuclear button, but it is a much bigger and more powerful one than his and my button works." But this is nothing. It is said that Trump drafted a tweet that if he did send it, it could have provoked North Korea into war. His drafted tweet read, "We are going to pull our dependence from South Korea, family members of the 28,000 people there," and he was referring to the families of the US troops there. This man almost started World War III over Twitter, since this made it seem like the US was preparing to attack. Could you imagine if he did send that tweet? Life as we know it would be drastically different. A slip up like that again could take thousands of lives. Get him off Twitter before he puts us all at risk by saying something he shouldn't. Now, all the points I just mentioned are leaning towards why he should be banned from Twitter. But let's look at the opposite end of the spectrum and explore why he shouldn't be banned. Twitter came forward and said, and I quote, "Blocking a world leader from Twitter or removing their controversial tweets would hide important information people should be able to see and debate. It would also not silence that leader, but it would certainly hamper necessary discussion around their words and actions." It's true. Trump is exposing himself through his tweets. We get to see what kind of person he truly is. On top of that, if we did ban him, he could just go to a news or media outlet and share whatever he wanted to say there. On top of it all, if we banned him from Twitter, it would turn Trump into the victim, which is what he wants us to view him as. Lastly, if you're anti-Trump, then anything Trump says on Twitter can be used against him to help him get impeached. Now, before I end today's video, I'm just going to recite some words of wisdom from Donald Trump himself. AKA, let's read some hilarious tweets from him. Trump tweeted, "Sorry losers and haters, but my IQ is one of the highest and you all know it. Please don't feel so stupid or insecure, it's not your fault." Like, this is just hilarious. This was posted by the same dude that thought drinking or injecting disinfectants would cure COVID. He also tweeted, "My Twitter has become so powerful that I can actually make my enemies tell the truth." Ah yes, you just keep thinking that. And lastly, he tweeted, "The stupid is what hurts the most. The stupid will eventually break me. Must not break." I am genuinely confused at what he meant by this, so if any of you guys know, comment down below. But what do you think about this situation? Should we all just ban Donald Trump from Twitter once and for all, or let him continue on with his nonsense? Before I end today's video, I'm going to be doing a quick comment shout out from my last video, what if Azathoth existed today? Sans commented, 2020, interesting. I know, okay, I need to stop giving 2020 ideas. Also, I see your name and profile picture. Undertale was a great game. Sans and Papyrus were hilarious characters. Gasper Vidovic commented, the strangest character in fiction. Honestly, Azathoth is up there. He's pretty strange. Noah Williams commented, life's biggest question. Do we have free will? Honestly, after making that video, I was like mind blown. I'm like, are we all just someone's dream? I don't even know what to think. And that's all the comments I'm shouting out for today's video. Make sure to comment something down below for a chance to be featured in my next comment shout out. And as always, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to Life's Biggest Questions for more thought-provoking videos. I've been your host, Lindsay Ivan, and stay curious, YouTube.